This property was purchased for £200,000 and is soon to be rented out for over £29,000 per year. Welcome back to our channel, everybody. My name's Leah. My husband AK is behind the camera, and in this video we're going to be breaking down the numbers on this property, the purchase, the refurbishment and the rentals on what it is now, which is 3 flats. So stay tuned as we're going to be sharing all of that with you. And if you're new here, then don't forget to subscribe for all things property and working together as a couple.
Hey guys, so here we are with the numbers. Let's just run through them so that you can understand them in full detail. Now on the left hand side here, you've probably seen this cash flow calculator quite a few times now, but the property was purchased for £200,000. Now that is what the landlord was asking for, and I didn't actually negotiate on this, and I'll tell you why. This property was made up of 3 stories. On the top floor, they had started to convert it into a studio at the top there. Now, they had gained planning permission, they had started the works, but they hadn't completed it. Therefore, I didn't really feel the need to negotiate on price here because they'd actually done us a bit of a favour there. It was going to cost us a lot of money if we wanted to go through planning and we wanted to start to build that out anyway. And I also had a very good relationship with this landlady. She had sold us a couple of properties previously as well, so I didn't really feel there was a need to negotiate on price. Now, I don't really want you to focus too much on the left-hand side here because where it gets really interesting is when we start to refinance the property. Now, let's talk about the costs that were involved in refurbishing the property. These are very top line, guys, so I just want to make it really simple for you. But originally, when we looked at this property, we thought it was going to be around about £80,000 to renovate the property. That's actually gone over budget because we've renovated the garden and we've created single lines of gas and water going into each flat, so they're all self-contained now. And it makes it super easy when it comes to bills and being able to segregate that with tenants, just taking the responsibility and the headache really off the landlord. Now, just to note, this property was bought in cash, so there aren't actually any holding costs to take into account here on the left-hand side. Now, let's look at the refinance part of this. So the property was valued after all the works were done at £280,000. What that means is that a 75% loan to value new mortgage at an interest rate of 4.8%, which is what my brother achieved, which means that every month my brother will be paying £840 a month from a mortgage fee perspective. So the rent comes in at £2,425 every month, and that is broken up into the bottom flat renting at £950 per month, the first floor flat at £825 per month, and the studio apartment on the top at £650 a month. So when we look at the total costs involved from that rental figure, you've got a rental figure of £2,425 less the monthly mortgage at £840 a month, less the management at £291 a month. Leaves you a cash flow net of £1,294 a month. So the return on investment for this particular property is sitting at 17%. Now, just to remind you guys how we work out return on investment, it's the annual cash flow. So here's the monthly cash flow. So that times 12 divided by the money that was left in the deal after refinance, and that gives us our return on investment. And essentially what that means is that in 5.8 years, my brother will have all of his money back out that he's invested, and then you'll be creating an infinite return on top of that. In terms of the costs associated with this property from the monthly rental, you've got a management at 12%. There aren't any monthly operating expenses because the tenants will take care of their own bills and their own council tax, utilities, all of that type of thing. What you could do here, if you really wanted to, would be to add a 10% monthly operating expense that you would then maybe put into a savings account that essentially would be used to cover anything that goes wrong, anything like that. So we can do that just to kind of show you guys you're still making plus £1,000 net cash flow every single month and a return on investment on 14%. So that is still pretty impressive. So that is a very top line quick review on the numbers on this particular property deal.
So another great property purchase finished and rented out. We hope you enjoyed that video. If you are interested in working with us, we are looking for long-term partners that want a guaranteed return on their money. So people that can invest with us long-term, hands-off for a return. So please fill out the Invest With Us link, which is in our description if you'd like to hear more. And either me or AK will get back to you and perhaps jump on a call together. See you in the next one, guys. Bye.